Welcome to the 6th episode of Tailgate Talk. This is Hayden Bashowski.
And this is Alex Horace.
And welcome back to another Tailgate Talk. We got to live down your tailgate once again and kick it back with us for a very special episode. And this time, we don't have a guest with us, do we?
That's right. I'm the guest. Normally, we always have a guest, but this time we're going to focus on sports. This is going to be an original episode of Tailgate Talk. We're going to dive more into sports, and I'm ready for it.
Well, let's start off with the Dallas Mavericks. So I'm sure we all know about the Luka Doncic trade, and that, made the whole world shocked. And, the Mavericks, surprisingly, are still in the mix for the NBA playoffs. Can you believe that?
I cannot believe that. Ever since the day of that trade, I haven't been the same, man. I haven't been able to sleep. It's just been bad. But, you see, I believe in Anthony Davis, right? But with the healthy Mavs team, we're not healthy. So right now, going forward, I'm not looking forward to it.
Just a few weeks ago, there was talks about their games having to be literally canceled because they don't have enough players, and they've signed enough G League players to be on the roster.
Imagine being on the G League and they were about to cancel, because wouldn't they usually call them up?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they never even did that, right?
Yeah.
Imagine being them.
Yes. So Anthony Davis played his first game as a Maverick, and he did great. He had over 30 points
against the Houston Rockets. Mm-hmm. Man, that's when everybody was healthy.
Yeah, and so Mavericks fans were starting to think, wow, this actually might have been a smart move by Nico Harrison. And then
it was too good to be true. It only lasted one game. Anthony Davis later on that game got hurt. And
got hurt the first game.
It went downhill.
He got hurt the very first game. All the fans, I guess, were correct about this whole injury phenomenon that Anthony Davis has always. He's had a problem with injuries, and people were like, are we going to get a healthy Anthony Davis out of the Mavericks? And
but see,
right off the bat, it got hurt.
The thing that concerned me, right? So Nico Harrison, he was worried about Luka Doncic being overweight and with his injuries, but we got a worse person with that within Anthony Davis.
He's in his 30s already.
We probably got the worst one within that. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I didn't understand that. Obviously, Luka Doncic is still playing game to game. He's obviously healthy, but I don't understand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So when Anthony Davis does play, he's just been back. I don't know if he's 100%. It looks like he's just trying to fight for us because, the Maverick fans are not very happy right now. And I think he's just trying to get out there early and kind of make the Mavs fans want to enjoy him. And I feel like I can tell a little bit that he's not 100%, but he's doing great. He's played 6 games for us, and he's averaged 19.5 points per game with us, mm-hmm. which is pretty good. And what was it? It was Thursday.
You talking about the butt?
It was Wednesday. Was it Wednesday?
I think so. Are you talking about the buzzer beater?
Yeah. Wednesday he had his first really big moment as a Mav against the Hawks. Got us the W with the winning bucket. So I do see a good connection here. I don't know if we're that good. So what's the reaction to you if the Mavs make the playoffs? Are you happy about it?
If the Mavs make it, right, and they're all healthy, I think we got a chance to do not that much, to be honest, because Kyrie Irving's out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it would be. I would hate it as a Mavs fan. Let's say we somehow just won the finals, but Kyrie wasn't even there.
Yeah,
that would suck, right?
Yeah,
but
I would like to see Luka up there.
And that too. But I know for a fact we're not even gonna make the if we made the playoffs. There's no way we're getting past the Thunder, literally all of them, bro. The West is stacked, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll do anything. So
that's why I'm asking, because it's like, don't get me wrong, I love a Mavs appearance in the playoffs. Who doesn't? I'm a fan. But it's just this year I already don't. I'm not going to say I'm not a fan of them, but I'm disappointed in the Mavericks. Because
it's just hard watching games, right?
It's just like watching my favorite player not be a part of the team. Mm-hmm. literally get kicked off, and then now like the whole team's falling apart. My favorite player after Luka gets hurt for the rest of the season.
He was out. Anthony Davis out. Derek Lively was out.
Yeah.
PJ Gafford was out.
I was a big Kyrie.
Washington was out.
Big Kyrie fan, and he's gone. And it's just like
Quentin Grimes got traded. He's now doing amazing over there. Like the whole Mavs organization this year just went down.
Yeah. So if they make the playoffs, great. And if they win a championship, NBA Finals, then I'm going to feel amazing.
If that was to happen, I'll go buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. So I would. I just don't want. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll be happy if they make the playoffs because I just think the odds of them winning the finals is so low. I would rather them.
I wouldn't even mention the finals. That's just not even in our range. Yeah, it's just playoffs. It's playoffs.
I would think of them as a 16 seed in the March Madness, winning it all. I just think it's so low. I just honestly at this point, if I don't see any like big like improvement. If I don't see a championship caliber team in the next 2 weeks, honestly, just hope that they lose the lose-in tournament and we can just have a year to kind of get together, regroup, and then next year, hopefully, we can get
I hope we can have a lottery pick somehow.
And maybe we kind of tank for a year and pick up Cooper Flag next year. I don't know.
We need somebody. We need somebody.
Now, let's going into the baseball world. There has been a big topic going into baseball and at the start of the season. The New York Yankees, introduced a new bat that has shocked the world, from literally the whole world. It's called the Torpedo bat. Apparently, it's been around for some time.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing about it. So that rule, it's not like they just lifted that rule and they just started using it. That has been around, but no team hasn't even used it yet.
Yeah, I think no one really understood.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But then the Yankees just used it and somehow scored like 20 points.
I saw
20 runs.
I saw an Instagram post the other day showing there was a metal bat and it was a torpedo bat.
Bro, imagine if the league was able to use metal bats. They would kill somebody.
Go 500 feet.
No, yeah, they would definitely kill somebody. They would kill a pitcher at some point. You know what I mean?
So the torpedo bat has a thicker barrel towards like the knob of like almost like towards their hands. Mm-hmm. And it's helped a lot of the hitters who are kind of can't hit that inside pitch very well. They usually get jammed and they kind of just like pops them up a little bit. It helps with that. Basically barrel it up when they're kind of getting caught inside. And literally, hitting bombs out of it just because the barrel is more rounded throughout the whole entire bat instead of having a bigger sweet spot towards the end. It's just a whole sweet spot, the whole entire thing. Mm-hmm. It's kind of interesting. It looks kind of stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. It looks like a sword you would find at Walmart.
Bro, that's a cheat code. Like you're giving Aaron Judge a way to just hit harder.
Yeah,
that's just a cheat code.
Some people haven't used it. I guess some people don't. Some people hit just fine without it, and I think it might actually hurt them. Mm-hmm. It's just the way people swing the bat, I guess.
The Yankees scored 4 runs, but just off the rip, off the game, just off the rip, like that's just crazy. And
so they showed it off. They introduced this bat opening day. I think they hired like a scientist or something that kind of introduced them to the bat. The New York Yankees set a franchise record opening day with this bat with 9 home runs in a single game, and they also broke another record for the most home runs in a team's first 3 games with 15.
That's crazy, man. Imagine being the other team or like a fan of the other team, and you're just watching this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you'd be mad.
I think that's probably one of the number one stories that's happened throughout the MLB, and since this has happened, the whole entire league is like getting the torpedo bat.
I would too. I mean, if I was I would try it out.
Yeah, might as well try it out. See what it works.
Success, I would definitely try it out. I want to know the weight. You know what I mean? Like just like trying to hold it. Does it feel different?
I'd imagine it's more level. Like it's more. I feel like it'd be easier to swing it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the regular bats they're more top heavy. Mm-hmm. There's more weight towards the end of the barrel.
Yeah.
But
you know
Yeah.
I'm curious now. I haven't even thought about this. Let's say you're using that same bat, right? And you try to bunt the ball. What happens if you bunt the ball with that bat? Does it bunt good?
Well, I would say
they wouldn't even use that bat though, right?
it really depends. It depends on what's more comfortable to you and where does the ball usually end up on the bat when you bunt. There's a lot of different people that they're not as good at bunting. It just depends. Like, if you want that bigger sweet spot at a certain area, you might want to keep the regular bat. But if you just hope it just hits the bat, you might want to use that torpedo bat for the bunt. That's actually interesting.
Yeah, because we never even seen that before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hopefully in the next couple of games, someone tries it.
Yeah.
But I don't think somebody would try that.
We see a bunt and
it goes all the way.
It goes over the field.
It probably would, bro.
Yeah.
We're like, Ohtani, I think he'll do that.
So, at least to my question, do you think it should be banned?
I don't think it should be banned because if it wasn't banned throughout all these years, but now somebody tried it out and they're having success, I mean, that's what the rule was for already in the same place.
Yeah.
Why ban it now when people are having success with it?
Yeah.
I mean, it was already there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if it should be or not. My first thought was ban it immediately. There's too many homers going on. I'm not that guy that's like, oh, I want baseball to be fun. I want baseball to be baseball. There's so many rules being changed because of they want people who are not fans to become fans. They want to see more home runs. They want to see the ball go out of the park. Mm-hmm. They want to see the time be quicker. I love baseball. I don't mind watching 3.5 hours of baseball.
Yeah.
Some people want to see an hour and a half. So I don't think, as of right now, I don't like it. But I don't know. I want to see more of it.
Yeah.
Maybe that was just a fluke. Maybe those homers they were feeling good that day.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like to see more of the torpedo bat and see if it really helps. I don't know. It just seems like too much of a unique thing to have.
Is that allowed within other levels of baseball? For example, if a Nelson baseball player wanted to have a torpedo bat, is that even allowed? I mean, we don't even know that.
I don't know. Because when it comes to metal bats, that it becomes a different dynamic.
Yeah.
Because colleges, you can use metal bats. And I remember even in high school, in my high school days, there were certain metal bats that you couldn't use. Like the bat that I used in high school was called Meta. It was called I forgot what brand it was the Meta bat.
Yeah.
But usually the sizes of the bats are usually from like 31 to 33. And I remember this certain Meta bat is like really expensive and it's a very good bat. It was illegal to use a 33-ounce bat in high school because it was it had so much like power. So I don't know. That'd be. I really wondered about that. Yeah. But usually all the bats that they have come through, they become certified with the league that you're in. Mm-hmm. So I don't know.
Speaking about baseball, bro, the Dodgers haven't lost, and it does not look like they're slowing down.
Well, they got
Ohtani just walked it off.
Yeah.
I don't think the Dodgers will lose the next 10 games or something. Right?
I mean,
they're looking good, bro.
You have to look at the roster. They have a super team.
They have a very stacked team.
I mean, this is the one thing I don't like about baseball is there's not a salary cap.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing about it.
So the teams that got a lot of money can pay $500 million to their best players.
Yeah, they're ending up having $1 billion within their team.
Yeah.
The Dodgers should cost over $1 billion because Ohtani's contract makes up a big part of that.
And then you got guys
it's like 600 mil, 500 mil, something like that.
And then you got guys like Mookie Betts and all these other guys coming in.
Superstars, bro.
And it's just crazy. Yeah. And you got guys like teams like the Athletics and the Twins who got no money and are just hoping they can find a good guy and hopefully they can make a run somewhere. But
draft Kyler Murray. They drafted Kyler Murray. I remember that.
It kind of sucks because the people who got money, they're always going to be good. The Yankees, the Yankees have had their down years, but the Yankees are usually always good because they got money.
Yeah.
But taking a little switch to football, I almost refrain going from this topic because I get angry about it.
I'm already knowing. Is it the Dallas Cowboys?
No, not the Dallas Cowboys, but just football in general.
Okay.
So basically, there's been a lot of football rules starting to change, and I love old school football, like punch him in the mouth, I'm stronger than you, best guy on best guy, and like run the ball down the middle. And there's just these new rules that they're implementing in football that are just make me mad. Like, football is so, I think, soft. I mean, any big hit that you see in football, it's illegal now. If you see a big collision, you go, where's the flag at?
Were you watching the Chiefs game and the Texas game and the
Yeah.
playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
and they barely touched Mahomes?
Yeah.
And that guy got ejected?
Yeah.
Dude, that was the craziest thing, right?
They'll tap him, and Mahomes is like flailing his arms.
Which, I mean, I get it because it's 2025, and things are different now.
Yeah.
A lot of rules change, a lot of things change, which I get the softness because obviously they're trying to make the sport safe. They even implemented the guardian caps in the games now.
I hate that too.
Yeah, and then which when you watch a game, to be honest, you can't even notice it until you look closely. Yeah, but they're starting to add that. They're starting to add specific rules. But I get it. I don't understand how everything is becoming soft. Like the rules. I don't know. It's just a lot to it.
Here's like my take on it is, football used to be a gladiator type sport.
Yeah.
It was almost like coaches used to think of it as almost like a war sport. It's almost like war strategies. You're trying to figure out ways to attack their defense, and you're throwing each other on the ground. And it's supposed to be physical. It's supposed to be violent. When you look at the old throwback clips of like them advertising football, all of them, they're like killing each other. Now, I'm not saying that they should literally like
with lesser pads.
Yeah,
they're killing each other with lesser pads. You see, back in the day, I wasn't in the back of the day, so I can't really speak for that. But man, they were just going at it, bro. Like they were having football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So then nowadays, if you hit them just a little bit too hard, it's a penalty for unnecessary roughness, and it kills me. And then we have all these targeting calls now, and don't get me wrong, I think CTE is a horrible issue.
It is.
And I think, we should find ways to fix that. I think we should start looking more into equipment stuff, like the caps that you put on your helmet. Obviously not as noticeable as that, but there's got to be there's scientists right now that are making torpedo bats. You tell me there's not a scientist out there that can make a equipment, the shoulder pads and helmet that are safe enough to where football players can hit each other really hard and not get hurt?
I mean, I don't think that can ever be a thing because physically you're going head to head. I mean, you're still going to have a chance of having a concussion or something like that. Unless you're wearing a very heavy helmet, a very heavy, safe helmet, and players are not going to want to wear that.
Yeah. It's just like the targeting call. I hate the targeting call. I know it's safe, but like when we watched Texas versus Arizona State in the playoff game, it was at the Chick-fil-A Bowl.
Yeah.
And Michael Taft got that really big hit. Controversy was spreading. Was it a targeting? Was it not? Wasn't targeting, by the way.
It wasn't. Yeah.
And it's like the line between what's legal and what's not legal is so blurry. No one truly knows what any of it truly is.
Yeah.
So that's what makes me so angry. I'm like, I don't know. Let the guys play football. Yeah. So in boxing, you're not going to take away punches because these dudes are getting concussions, right? So why are we taking away the big hits?
Well, that's a whole different sport, though.
That's how football was created, though.
You're meant to hit the person's head.
Well,
but in football, I don't think you're meant to hit the person's head.
I know, but that's how football was. Football was created to be violent. So why? And so same as boxing. Boxing was made to be violent.
Yeah.
So why are we taking out those parts of the game? That's what makes me mad.
But see, in boxing, it's okay for the person to get knocked out. They want to see that. They don't want to see.
Well, as a football fan, I want to see somebody get absolutely rocked. You know what I'm saying?
Until you're that person that gets rocked. And then what then?
If I'm out on the college field and if someone tackles me pretty hard, I'll just have to give credit what credit's due.
Have you ever had a concussion?
I've had one, but
I don't ever want to go through that again. It's like a how you say? It's like a time travel.
Yeah.
to when it happened and when I recover. Like, it's not a good feeling.
But you're still playing, and
it is.
But guess what?
I still want to have that though.
But we knew what we both signed up for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. All the football players are out there. They know what they signed up for.
Yeah.
They know that they can get a concussion. They know they can tear their ACL. They know they can do all of that.
If I was in the league and I was getting paid millions, I'd be getting paid millions.
That's why they're getting paid millions of dollars, because they have an option. People are watching them to play violent sport and possibly get injured and hurt their head.
And
I'm not saying I want to see people get hurt, but that's how the game's made.
Yeah. Speaking about the rules, though, I think you were going to mention the touch push, right?
Yeah, I was saying it's so soft that now they're trying to take away the most successful play going on right now, the tush push.
If it's like a 4th and inches,
the Eagles are going to convert.
Automatic, man.
And don't get me wrong, I do not like the Eagles. I'm a big Cowboys fan. Hate the Eagles.
They always do it on us, and they always get it.
And guess what? I still want them to do it. Still.
Because it's football. Like, if you can't stop it, then that's not on. That's football, right?
I'm just gonna hope the Cowboys stop it.
Yeah.
I hope they ban it. But they're trying to ban the tush push. Bills head coach actually Sean McDermott is on board with the ban, although he used it himself last year
and he failed
at it, and he said that this tush push is unsafe. But he used it too.
What would you think? So if he did get it and if he was successful, would you think he would have a different,
I don't know,
a different saying to it?
Well, if it was as successful as the Eagles, I know it's sure as heck he wouldn't.
There's no doubt that he wouldn't say that. Yeah,
I just don't think why. How could you say it's unsafe and be like, hey, we're gonna try to implement the same thing that they're doing?
And in order to implement it, isn't there an amount of teams that have to go for it?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know this, but the teams every year vote on certain rules and see which one should pass or not. 16 teams out of the NFL try to vote for the ban to happen. That 24 out of the 32 teams have to make it be approved. So
and
they need 8
was
more.
A part of it, right?
Sadly, my Cowboys.
The Cowboys was a part of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, but see,
I'm disappointed in y'all.
Best team,
I think Jerry Jones was the head.
Which I get it though, because the best team that would do that was obviously the Eagles, and
they're making business decisions, I guess.
They're making business, but if you can't stop it, then that's not our fault. You know what I mean? Like, find a way to stop it. That's the NFL. You can recruit specifically big people. I don't know, man.
So speaking of our Dallas Cowboys, we get the 12th pick in the first round draft, and
I love the draft.
We are big We're big fans of the draft. We like to study it. We like to see who's going to go where. And I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting, and also I just love the progression from college to NFL. I love to see what they improve from. So looking at some prospects that the Cowboys are going to have for that first round, I know that a lot of people have been talking about Tyler Warren, the Penn State tight end, Matthew Golden, Texas Longhorns receiver, Mason Graham, Michigan defensive tackle, and Kelvin Banks, O tackle for the Longhorns. And if he's available, Ashton Jeanty, Boise State running back.
I believe that Ashton Jeanty will be available. There's no, I could put money on that.
That he's not going to be available?
No, that he is going to be available. The teams in front of us, they're not going to take him. They don't need him. But see, look, let's say in the perfect world, we do get him, right? Mm-hmm. Our offensive line is not going to help. You can put any running back behind our offensive line right now, and it's not going to help him. Mm-hmm. So if we were to draft them, we definitely need to draft offensive lineman. We need help there, or since it's offseason, trade. But that's already too late. You know what I mean? So
I thought I thought at first he would be available, and then obviously mock drafts aren't always real, and they could be very, very wrong, and trades happen within that too. But I was looking, and a lot of people have Jeanty going with the Bears, matching with Caleb Williams, which would actually be kind of scary. But
the Bears still have DeAndre Swift? I don't know if they do, but
I could
even if so, I mean, obviously Jeanty's the better pick there. But
yeah, I mean, our team needs our running back, receiver, defensive end,
talking
defensive
about a
tackle.
receiver, CeeDee Lamb has no help. It would be good to give him help. And then, man, this draft is so stacked with receivers.
Yeah.
It's not just Matthew Golden. I can name about 4 more. And, man, it's just so many good first round talent.
Yeah, I would love to see us pick up back in the running back game. We haven't had a really good running back since
Enrico
Ezekiel
Dowdle
Elliott
left too. So who are we stuck with? I think we still have. Vaughn,
well, we just signed. We just signed.
The one.
We signed two. We signed Javonte Williams, and we signed the running back from the Eagles. What's his name? Was it Smith? Miles Taylor. Miles Taylor. Yeah. Yes.
So,
Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders. Yes.
I said Miles Taylor.
Yeah.
That's the actor, ain't it? That's that. Yeah. But so about wait, who was the first running back that we just signed?
I think it was
no, it was Javonte Williams.
Javonte Williams.
But see,
yeah.
The thing about him, so his rookie year when he went to the Broncos, right?
He did really good.
He was amazing, but then he tore his ACL, and then ever since then he's just not the same.
I was just saying the two running backs we signed
that I was worried about because with our line, bro, that's not gonna help him. You know, so.
The two running backs that we signed, don't get me wrong, they were good picks.
Yeah,
but I feel like they were too good of picks 3 years ago.
Definitely, that's already.
I feel like they're past their prime. Yeah. I feel like they're getting. I wouldn't say older because Javonte Williams is still really young, but I don't know.
Brandon Cooks left, so I mean, we definitely got to get a receiver. Even with Brandon Cooks there, we still need a third receiver. You know,
I would love to see somebody get matched up with CeeDee Lamb because we can't just throw the ball to CD every time.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe Tyler Warren. I don't know. I don't like picking tight ends because I feel like tight end's such a replaceable spot. Yeah. Maybe. I mean, as a Longhorn fan, I would love to see Matthew Golden get picked up by us.
I would love to see him. He would definitely help out CeeDee Lamb out there.
And the good thing is Matthew Golden's been in those games that are like those big time games. Like he played in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Yeah. He played at the Cotton Bowl. Literally, that was his last game.
That game.
That's what I'm saying. So I mean, and I feel like him and CD would be a great combination. But that just might be a Longhorn and a Cowboy fan trying to mix these together. I don't know. But
Kelvin Banks.
Oh, dude, I would love Kelvin Banks. But the only thing about Kelvin Banks
is
he's
a little hurt, right?
Yeah, he gets hurt. He's just a big guy.
Yeah.
He's a big guy. A trade went on yesterday for the Cowboys. They got Joe Milton, the old Tennessee QB, and a 7th round pick from the Patriots, and they gave Patriots a 5th round pick.
Which I'm honestly excited about because, obviously Cooper Rush left. We definitely need a running back, but we had Trey Lance, but we never even gave Trey Lance a shot.
Yeah.
So if we didn't give him a shot last year, there's no way we're gonna give him a shot going forward.
Do you think we should? Who do you think should be second string, Trey Lance or?
I mean,
Joe
we
Milton?
Obviously traded for Joe Milton for a good reason.
Yeah.
They didn't give Trey Lance a shot, and I don't know. It was weird, but obviously that's what the preseason's for. But see, they say that, right? But obviously, when you put the quarterback in there, he's not going to be throwing a third stringers, fourth stringers.
Yeah.
Like, put him in the real game when he's throwing the CeeDee Lamb. Our starting receivers with our starting lineup with our starting running back, and then we can see how they really are with against the starting defense.
Yeah.
You know, I don't really understand preseason. You know, because
I love watching. I actually love watching preseason. I like to see what the rookies do. And stuff.
It is, but I want to see them what they do against the real talent.
Yeah,
you know. But hey, I guess that's how it goes.
Yeah, so. I mean that's how the players that are getting close to being cut kind of show their worth. Yeah. And I think the Joe Milton trade was a great trade. I think that's probably one of the best things we did all offseason. Picking up a backup quarterback is our best thing that we did in the offseason. It's pretty sad, but
speaking about quarterback though, Dak Prescott looks a little slim, right? I'm sure you've seen that. But I hate to get in this topic because we always say in the offseason, this player's looking good and all that. Especially with Dak, right? I love Dak. I'm a strong.
I love Dak when nobody likes him,
but when everybody else is on the team healthy and all that, right? Because if you're a quarterback, you can't perform with nobody else on the field with you. But
yeah. So Dak Prescott lost over 30 pounds so far this offseason. And it looks like he's in his best shape. And his teammates are now even calling him the Slim Reaper. I don't know.
I hope he performs like a Slim Reaper.
I never really thought his weight was that big of an issue. Maybe it is. I don't know. I'm kind of scared that he might become skinnier and might get hurt.
I mean, when
quicker.
looking back to his rookie year, but that was before his ankle injury. He was fast.
I just feel like he gets injured pretty. I feel like there's at least 2 or 3 games that we have to use Cooper Rush or Trey Lance or something.
Yeah, because of injuries and all that.
And so I'm glad we picked up Joe Milton. And mind you, Joe Milton has this probably the strongest arm in the NFL right now. Mm-hmm. He throws very, very. He can throw it far. He can throw it really hard. Only problem is his accuracy is a little lacking. He will throw the best incompletion of your life. We'll tell you that. But so we're gonna get to our last topic, and we're gonna bring in a bit of a new segment. The fans love the $15 segment, but this time since we don't have a guest, and I don't know, I feel like the $15 segment we can't add it in every time, right?
Yeah, and we both know how it goes, right?
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna get into a new segment called The Great Debate.
What is the Great Debate?
So we play football for the NAIA division, and we had a little bit of an argument last night about this, and we are thinking about who would be the best NFL player to put on your NAIA squad to add to your roster. Like who would be a great pickup?
So basically, whoever you pick, it would be a cheat code, right?
Yeah,
because you're putting an NFL player against NAIA.
Obviously, you're gonna have a mismatch anywhere you put him.
Definitely. See, but I would want to start with quarterback because I want that player touching the ball every play.
Yeah.
So I would want probably the fastest quarterback. So I'll probably pick Lamar Jackson. But I definitely want somebody who can go on defense too. So I would have to think about that. You know what I mean?
So I don't know. Like obviously, I feel like offense fuels your team like morale.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
For the past few years of being here, I feel like when you have your offense isn't producing, nobody's having fun. Obviously touchdowns make people feel good, but I don't know. I feel like imagine if you had like a Micah Parsons out on at an NAIA division.
He play both sides. I don't know if you've seen his high school highlights. Oh, yeah. He could play running back.
Yeah. Put him at fullback and throw a fullback dive in there. It'd be lethal.
Definitely.
So imagine Micah Parsons out stopping. I mean, you're not going to be able to run the ball.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to run the ball. You could put him anywhere. You could put him safety, corner, anywhere. He's NFL talent, and he's one of the best. He could do anything.
If you throw a QB out there, if you got some decent DBs and their receiver core is not that great, you can kind of. I feel like you can game plan through anything. Mm-hmm. If you have a good defensive end or a linebacker, you can just throw the ball more and throw it out quickly. But I don't know. I feel like having a good like DN / linebacker.
You had a good mention last night. You were talking about Aaron Donald. Mm-hmm. Imagine putting Aaron Donald on the defensive line. There's no blocking him, right? Like, there's literally nothing. You can't run the ball. Mm-hmm. You literally cannot run the ball. So you would have to pass it, and that would ruin your whole game plan.
Yeah.
And even if that happens, right, you can definitely game plan for the quick passes and all that.
Yeah.
Just having an NFL player anywhere on the field at our level, that's just a cheat code.
Like, imagine like a guy like Ray Lewis, like a big like stud linebacker, or
there's no blocking.
Or think about like those dudes that are way over. Like I would say the skills position in our division isn't that far off from like D1.
Yeah, because there's some good talent. I would watch the game.
Everybody's fast.
Yeah, everybody's fast. Everybody can run around.
Everybody's fast. Everybody can jump and catch a ball.
The huge part is definitely offensive linemen. Because when you look at the D1 level, they're all 6'5" and up, 6'6" and up, and they're all weight too.
That's the big difference in the football progression is Division Ones. I feel like all skills positions are kind of not, obviously they're not the same, but yeah, they're different. But the big guys is what changes things. So like if you had a guy like Aaron Donald out there, he's going to change the game. So I'd probably say maybe Micah Parsons. He's probably the best defensive player right now that I can think of. Who do you think would be? Who's on your team?
I'd probably pick definitely somebody who can go back and forth. I did say Lamar Jackson, but I'm gonna switch it up. So somebody who can go back and forth. I'll probably pick Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill is a good option. If you put him rushing the edge too, I think he can definitely
rushing the edge,
get it done.
Wow,
you could put him anywhere because if you put him at quarterback, I mean, obviously
just run some wildcat, make him go outside.
He could definitely do it. And on defense, let's say you need him at safety or something, you can put him anywhere. I think if you put him rushing the edge, you think an offensive tackle in a IA level would block Tyreek Hill rushing off the edge? I don't think so.
He could just go in between the legs.
That's what I'm saying. I think he would just juke him out real quick. I'd probably pick Tyreek Hill, but there's so many good picks.
That's actually a good pick because no one's catching him either at receiver.
That too, yeah. And if you put him at receiver, you can just lob it up, go. But yeah, I think I'll pick Tyreek Hill. But there's so many good picks though.
So that's our takes. We can agree to disagree who's got the better option.
Definitely.
But so we're gonna wrap it up with episode 6 of Tailgate Talk. This is your host Hayden Bashowski.
And this is Alex Torres.
And we will see y'all next time. Peace.
Peace.